Hello and welcome to episode number 38 of the Golf Front Podcast. My name is Brett Bevilacqua. I'm a realtor with Carolina Property Sales in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Every Monday, I release a new episode profiling one of the over 60 fantastic golf courses located in the Sandhills. This is the place to live if you live to play golf. This week, we had just a few miles outside the village to play Seven Lakes Golf Club. About 12 miles west and 20 minutes from the village of Pinehurst, you will find Seven Lakes Golf Club. Seven Lakes is another bang-for-your-buck course, the greens are bent grass, and the course is usually in great shape. The only negative is when we get a lot of rain, the course gets very wet. The positives, there are a handful of tough but memorable holes, there are a few birdie opportunities, and you get a drink and a sandwich with your round, which is a nice touch. Seven Lakes Golf Club opened in 1976 and was designed by Peter Tufts III. Tufts was the great-grandson of Pinehurst founder James Walker Tufts, and godson to none other than Donald Ross. Tufts was born in Pinehurst in 1926 and worked his way to manager of the Pinehurst Country Club. When Pinehurst sold to Diamond Head, Tufts started his own golf course architecture company. Seven Lakes was his first course, and then went on to redesign a few other courses in North Carolina. Seven Lakes plays just over 6,800 yards from the tips with a 74.1 rating and 144 slope. From the white tees, a much more friendly 6,062 yards with a 70.3 rating and slope of 135. It has a putting green, a chipping green, as well as a driving range. Seven Lakes starts off with a lengthy par 5 that always seems to play into the wind. There are a pair of bunkers right of the fairway that are easy to find. You can't see the green from the tee and may not even see the green from your second shot, as the first hole plays up over a ridge, then downhill to a decently sized green. The second is an uphill par 4 that plays a quite bit longer than the posted yardage. You start from a tee box that is tucked off to the left. The green is fairly large, and it is certainly a hole you won't forget. The third is a medium-length par 4 that runs downhill. You will see a tree on the right side of the fairway, there is a small waste area just after that, and a bunker directly across the fairway. Other than that, there is really no trouble, but the green is quite small. The fourth is a short dogleg right par 4. Beware of the pond on the right about 250 yards from the whites or 270 from the blue tees. The green is large, elevated, and makes for an interesting hole. The fifth is a medium-length uphill par 3 that consistently gives me trouble for no reason other than it is in my head. The green is almost as large as the fourth and sort of has a false front. 6 plays much shorter than the posted yardage. If you aren't going for the green, lay up to the right of the bunker. If you are going big, the only way is to put it right over the fairway bunker and you will probably end up close. If you go even just slightly right, you will probably roll into the woods. There is also a large bunker on the right side in front of the green that will eat you up. The seventh is a short downhill par 3 that will play at least a club less. The green is thin, but not all that tricky. 8 is a brutal par 5 that will punish even the slightest mistake. I generally hit my longest drive of the day and put it into the woods on the left. Keep your tee shot right. The left side is soft, but still everything seems to run into the woods. With your second shot, you will have to contend with a pond that is about 100 to 120 yards in front of the green. The pond is hard to see, but even harder to carry. The elevated green is small and off to the right. The ninth is so much easier if you hit it long and keep it on the right side of the fairway. If you can clear the ridge, it should run downhill and a little left, leaving a short iron to a thin and elevated green. Avoid the greenside bunker on the left. You do not get back to the clubhouse after 9. In fact, you are quite a ways away on the turn. The 10th is a short par 3. Favor the right side of the green as it is sloped pretty aggressively from right to left. You can even miss the green right, and there's a good chance you will roll on. 11 starts from an island tee box unless you are playing from the tips or reds. This lengthy par 5 feels even longer thanks to a fairway that runs uphill to a slightly elevated green. This is another hole that constantly gives me trouble. 12 is a downhill dogleg right par 4 that can feel very short with a decent and straight drive. Aim just to the left of the tree on the right side rough, and you should get significant roll. The back to front sloping green should not give you too much trouble. The par 4 13th is short, but you will still need to lay up due to the pond just in front of the green. The pond is about 225 yards from the white tees and another 30 from the tips. The green is large and mostly level with a bunker front right and center left. 14 is a short par 4 that will be big trouble for any right-handed player who even fades the ball just a little. The fairway slopes right to left and there is a pond just off the right side of the fairway. Keep it left or take the penalty. Once again, the green was mostly level and large and was in incredible shape for bent grass in our summer heat. 15 is a medium-length par 5 that doglegs to the left. You won't reach it from the tee, but there is a pond on the left that runs into the middle of the fairway on your second shot. If you can keep it on the left side of the fairway, you may have a shot of getting to this small green in 2. 16 is a lengthy par 3 that plays uphill to a back-to-front sloping green that is protected by bunkers. 17 is another short par 4. Keep it in the middle left of the fairway and you should have a great angle at an elevated green. 18 is a long par 4 that plays longer than the posted yardage due to the uphill fairway. This is a tough finishing hole and you will probably want to club up on approach. Seven Lakes is a fun course and there are a handful of holes that will even test scratch golfers. The layout is interesting, but it would be a tough walk. Greens fees range from $25 to $75 depending on time of year and time of day. It is well worth the cost, and greens fees include a sandwich and drink. For more information about golf or memberships, check out their website at golf7lakes.com or call them at 910-673-4653. When it comes to Gulfront property, there are many homes in Seven Lakes to choose from, and it is more affordable than Pinehurst or Southern Pines. If you want to see Seven Lakes or anywhere else in the Sandhills, give me a call or text at 845-365-3665 or send me an email to brett@hmpfilms.com and I will show you all the area has to offer. Once again, I'm Brett Bevilacqua with Carolina Property Sales. Next week, I'm going to make you jealous when I take the clubs over to one of the best private courses in the state.